2025 has been one of the years where we have seen the most progress towards the Mark of the Beast system with Apple ID, with Neuralink, with One World payments being set up already. Guys, we're closer to the end times now more than ever. If you don't believe me, let's get into some of these clips and we'll discuss it after this.
Did you see any of the little alerts about the new iPhone update? Guess what? It's going to let you add your passport to your Apple Wallet. It creates something called a digital ID that you can use whenever you need to show ID, including at the airport, to get on domestic flights, for a lot of things. And it sounds super nifty and so convenient. Everything in one place. Well, if you think that, you must have more trust in big tech safeguarding your privacy than I do. But at least here in the United States, this idea of a digital ID is optional, at least for now. But in the UK, it looks like the digital ID will soon be mandatory, at least if you want to work.
This government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
Well, it's not simple. And you notice it's at the Global Progress meeting. Well, it's not simple, and it's being pushed by people in high places and with big tech connections, like former PM Tony Blair. And the digital ID debate has caused an uproar among the Brits, concerns about privacy, civil liberties, perhaps geofencing, tracking, social credit systems, well, a lot of nefarious motives. But tech billionaires Bill Gates and Larry Ellison, they're totally on board.
The NHS in the UK has an incredible amount of population data, but it's fragmented. It's not easily accessible by these AI models. We have to take all of this data we have in our country and move it into a single, if you will, unified data platform.
A unified data platform. Well, what could possibly go wrong with that? Independent journalist Michael Schellenberger has been digging into the digital ID issue. He just released a lengthy piece.
Now, on the surface, it just seems like a matter of convenience, right? Oh, I don't need to carry my passport. I don't need to carry my ID. All I need to carry is my phone. And you already have strong feelings about your phone being demonic or being used by the devil for some demonic purposes, right? And now it can be attached to the mark of the beast. Is this true? Now, you might say, Marcus, you're reaching a little bit with this. There's nothing wrong with having your passport or your ID attached to your iPhone. But it doesn't just stop there, guys. We're seeing movements for a one world currency, and now Neuralinks are actually being placed into people. And I don't know if you've seen this, but the number that is attached to the name Neuralink is actually 666.
Elon Musk yesterday just announced the first ever human to have a Neuralink implant. You hear about this?
Oh, the chip?
Yeah. So there's one successful Neuralink person in the world right now. Happened yesterday. But check this out. They put Neuralink into a calculator. It's like a numerology calculator, and it comes out with a number with all the different letters. Somebody put Neuralink, the name, into a gematria calculator. It's like a Greek numerology calculator. Puts it in, and guess what the number is? 666.
Oh, hell nah.
So people are saying that Neuralink, just like in the Bible, they say people will be implanted with the mark of the beast, which is 666. And since this is happening now, they say eventually everyone or a lot of people will be tempted to do it. Them getting that will be the mark of the beast. So that's...
I want you guys to be mindful of, these are all parts of the beast system. The ID, the chip. Now they also have this one world currency, which also comes in the form of a chip. This one right here is crazy, guys. Do not fall for the okie doke.
$2,000 a month in return for getting a chip put in your hand. You heard me right. We'll give you universal basic income, basically 2,000 euros, $2,000 a month if you allow us to put a microchip in your hand. That's exactly what's about to happen as part of the rollout of the central bank digital currencies. It's a carrot for them to rope you into this mess.
The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name.
We need to be vigilant. We need to be aware of what's going on. Wake up, people. The signs of the time are here right in front of our face. Don't be fooled. Don't sell your soul. Don't $2,000 to get this chip put in you. If they got to pay you to do it, there's something demonic going on. Remember the jab? Everybody was saying, oh, you got to go get the shot. You got to go do this. You got to go do that. Then they start paying people to get it, right? If they're trying to pay you to put something in you, you got to be aware of that, guys.
We've never been closer to a one world currency than we are right now. As we all know, Donald Trump just got inaugurated, and guess who's in his cabinet? Well, none other than Mr. Musk himself, the same guy who's in front of this whole Neuralink thing where he's trying to allow humans to tap into other parts of their brain that we are not allowed to due to biology, and he's trying to essentially give people God mode. Throughout the years, we've been watching the building blocks placed down in a puzzle-like manner, and if you were watching the puzzle and trying to solve it, then you have been keeping up with it. But guys, we're watching the one world currency come about. Crypto is about to explode. Now, if you invest in crypto, all power to you. I do a little bit myself, but that's not the point. The point is that crypto is going to unite all of the economies. It's going to become one digital asset that everybody's going to have to go through. One of these coins, I don't know which coin it's going to be. We all could take our guesses, but one of these coins is going to be the mark of the beast. But why would I say such a thing? Am I crazy? Well, I made a video about this, and I'll bring this slide back up. World Organization 2020 060606. 666. Does that sound familiar to anybody? I'm not going to go to the scripture, hop in Revelation, I think chapter 13, read that chapter for yourself, or just go watch my video. I think I have it pinned at the top of the page, and I talk about Revelation 13, 666. We all know this number. Pretty soon, everybody who chose to hide their head in the sand and not pay attention to what's happening in the world and the economy and the geopolitical realm, well, they're going to get a rude awakening, and they're going to be forced to buy into one of these cryptocurrencies, whichever one is going to be used to fulfill this plan. You got to know Jesus Christ. This video is for entertainment purposes only. We're just talking about stuff in the Bible, stuff that's going on in the news. I pray that you guys would take this message seriously because we don't have a lot of time left. We're watching it happen right before our eyes. Wake up.
And so the entertainment purposes only comment is for protection. It doesn't mean that what he's saying isn't true, right? Now, I'm not really afraid of anything happening to me because I make this video. I'm just trying to get people to wake up and see the truth. We got Apple ID, we got Neuralink, we got cryptocurrency, we got one world currency things getting ready to take place, and they're even trying to pay you to get a chip inserted in you now. Guys, we need to really be aware of what's going on. And I know you guys have seen Apple, which has the bitten fruit on the back of it being an apple. That is a reference in our minds to the fruit in the Garden of Eden because no one knows what the fruit is. And a lot of people say that this is a direct jab at God, right? That they're dangling this fruit in front of everybody, trying to get us to fall into sin, right? And at the end of the day, guys, if this is part of the beast system, I could really see that being the case. And I don't know about you guys, but I think that with all the things piling up and AI being what it is nowadays, we are truly getting closer to the end of days. But that's just my thoughts on this. What are you guys' thoughts? Let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, God bless.